good afternoon. Welcome, I hope you're well. I'm Chris Hughes, your WNBL D1 side. Started us off this afternoon with a game against Bristol Academy Flyers. Both teams coming into this game in opposite form. Solent on a 3-0 run, have won all their games so far, looking very good so far. Meanwhile, our visitors, Bristol Academy Flyers, may not have the start they wanted, but it will be an interesting game. The visitors today have got a slow start, to say the least, for 0-3 record, and it's essentially a first versus 8 game at the moment. And last season, these two teams are very similar in terms of how they finished the season, finishing 7th, 8th respectively. However, the head-to-heads, it was all one-way traffic for today's host team, Solent Kestrels. You see, we've got the new basketball cam out there today. We've got the 9 camera sets, so you're really in for a treat today. I'm really looking forward to this game. I spoke to both teams' players ahead of this game. I was speaking to one of the Flyers girls, and she was saying those losses really set a fire beneath us, and they're really coming to this game looking to attack better and come across with more defensive presence, because they really lacked that in those opening games. I also spoke to Solent's captain, Christina Falcon-Cleve, and she was saying to me that, you know, it was an eventful summer on and off court for herself, and it wasn't what they would call a traditional pre-season with changes behind the scenes, but it hasn't affected the side at all. You see, they were a 3-0 run, really did well, and she's saying, like, when they did come into doors and they were all together, it is clear to see this team's high energy and got a lot of potential. They're making good of it so far. Let's not forget, we're still in the first month of the season. They're on a 3-0 run. They are ones to watch. And if we talk about ones to watch specifically, apologies, Faye Ending is definitely that one to watch, averaging 31 points a game and about 8 assists, 6 steals. I can't be exact with that because there was low live stats for the girls last weekend, but she is definitely delivering at both ends. I've watched her a few times for the Itching girls in the junior setup, and she is having an amazing season, really benefiting from working hard in that off season. Bristol as well, they're ones to watch too. They are real want to finish above that last season's 8th place finish and really be one of the teams to look out for in that playoff season. It's the first of a 2-game series this time. Last year, these teams who met, Solent got the win in both games, and we're about 90 seconds on tip. I'm really looking forward to this one. If you're new to the channel, of course, like, share, subscribe. Bristol is your home hub for all WNBL, NBL, and Bristol England competitions. There's all 5 WNBL games today are going to be live streamed, starting with this one. And then we've got Cardiff on another channel, so get your multi-screens ready. You don't want to miss it down here. And then after this game, don't go away. We've got the men up, and that's Team Solent Kestrels versus Bradford Dragons. We've also got the cheerleaders in house. So really good atmosphere. I've seen the fans start to come in. They'll start trickling in more and more as we get towards tip-off, and also the men's game this evening. Obviously, you're on YouTube here, so welcome to you all. I hope you're well. Be sure to interact with each other in the live chat. Keep it clean. But let me know who you're supporting this year. I might read out some of the comments. You see, I've got no co-commentator to me. So you guys should be, well, keeping me entertained as well as the action on the court. And I'll give out the team sheet, the starting 5 both teams as we know it. In terms of the Bristol Flyers, I say they've got some players to watch out for. I'm really looking forward to see how Emma Bailey, former Wales under 16, star gets on. She's number 5. She's averaging around 15 points a game. And one to really watch out is Layla Jeppin, dual nationality, Italian, Great Britain, 4th season with the club. She is shooting an incredible 40% from range, so she will light. If she lights up, Solent have got to be careful. It's interesting Bristol say they really want to have a better defensive presence. They've got their work cut out today. In the first 3 games, your team, Solent Kestrels, are averaging 70 points a game and keeping it tight on defensive end with 37, so almost averaging twice as many points as the opposition. So it's really important Bristol tighten up both things able to work on. So they're having the same starting 5 for last 2 games with US import Megan Dorney, along with Faye Endy, Anna Neverson, captain Christine Falcon-Cleep, and number 5 from Ipswich, Transcross, Balma Baye. She is really one to watch. And say your host team, say Kestrels, play in black, Bristol Flyers in red, and they are starting 5 of number 4 and 5 Bailey with number 7 Irinia, and we've got a player in the brace, but she looks like she's okay to get going. It's going to be a really good game. We're just about to get underway. Complete the 5 is Burkett, and Burkett's on the ball already as Bristol will start the first possession attacking, but there's a bit of miscommunication there, and it's a Solent ball. Faye Ending's all about this team. She's going to be doing a bit of everything. The floor gem will really want to watch here. She's moving around, finds Anne Nevson. Lovely bounce pass by Baye off the glass. Bank is open. Ka-ching. That breaks the ice here. Solent start 2-0 up. Let's see if Flyers reply. Bailey on the ring here, guarded by Endy. Lovely pass inside, but it's a bit of coverage. Kicks out. Lovely shot, just slightly short there. And the captain is on the ball now. Lovely pass to Faye Endy. Top of the key. Shield it going, but that was just slightly undercooked, and it will go out for a Flyers possession. Jepson missed that, but you know she's having a great season from the range, starting the season, shooting a 40% on 3-point. Lovely bounce pass for Indeed. Ball slipped away from it. It's only a Bristol possession, 8 minutes 38 into the first quarter. Bailey on the ball. Passing off, wow, Bristol, but Solent really keeping tabs on the Flyers. Hits out to where ball there by Bailey. Bristol really started slow. Minute and a half into the game, but still yet to get a point. Lovely no-look pass. Solent having a lot of time to pass the ball around here. Neverson in the corner decides to pump it. Lovely bounce pass. They kick out Ben, but overplaying it a little bit and it overcooked, but they will get a second chance here. Falcon-Cleep gets the ball, but I think they felt they stepped over lines, so it'll be a baseline ball for your Flyers. Double team then, but Bristol get way out of it. Bailey on the ball with 7 left on the shot clock. Steps inside. Was that a travel? No. It's only a Solent possession. A slow, destroyed game. 7 minutes 34 left in the first quarter. Still 2-0 to our hosts. Bending round the screen. Lovely kicks out to Neverson. These had done that before. Just slightly under the but great rebound by Dorney. And one! The home fans appreciate that. In a season where we're yet to really see any US imports on the men's, Solent ladies got number 10 Dorney on her team, and she came from just wait for the free throw. As I say, Mary Dorney from Whitworth Pirates. In high school, she was voted as her team's MVP on defense, and she won a high school state championship, so she has pedigree. And it's been a great addition, as you'll see, with the outboard possession, making it a 5-point game. 7 minutes 18 left on the clock in the first quarter. Quick pass by Flyers, they really want to get something going. living or die by the 3, but 0 for 4 so far. Lovely fast break. Dorney's not afraid of the contact there, but doesn't get anything to go on this occasion. Perimeter pass by Bristol again, really trying to get as much for the money as possible, going for the 3-point shot where it is available. Good pass in there, Dorney keeps it in, finds ending top of the key, step back, 3, just wide and out. For me, Faye Indy's one of these players we really don't watch out for this year. Two-way player, average around 8 assists, 6 steals. Good defense by Dorney, staying close to Burkett there. That's offloaded it to the right side. Fendi realised that ball's behind her. I think she would have picked that pocket. Great strength inside the paint, bounces out. Jepson hits the iron. Flyers really struggling 3-point range early on. Great steal. Tip pass there by Emma Bailey. You can see that chemistry between Faye Indy and the Everson. They play each other itches as well as the WNBL. They will be trying to connect to each other as they both know each other's game inside out. Time out. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. We're 5-0 up. Solent having a good start. As we came into this game, the home side were the leaders on goal difference. We've seen that Canberra Cam coming into use as we got 9 cameras set up. What a great product, but student-led Solar team really up in their game after a real great season last year. So last season, these two teams met twice in the regular season league in Bristol in October time last year. A 20-30 second goal by Solent, the visitors that day, led to a 9-point win. And on the return fixture, it was a bit of a whitewash of 94-48. Flyers, after starting slow, will want to get back into this game. Lovely bounce ball inside. Slightly overcooked shot, and Bristol will come away possession. Again, nice perimeter passing, bit of pump fake there, kicks it out to Bailey. Got 10 on the shot clock, ending, good defense. Lovely pass in the paint, but the double team is forced out to go alone. Travels the corner, she was at left, right, and knocking her pivot foot on the ground there. Good defense, Solent. Kicks out to Dorney, she can shoot a 3. Too strong for a defender, bounce pass to Georgie, kicks out the foul clean. Pass wasn't the best, baseline drive, kicks it to Endine. She loves hitting it in the glass. She opens up her count this afternoon, interest rates are rising. Watch out for Faye Endine. And there's a lot of noise here with Chili's both sides of the basket, and probably about a quarter-filled SSC for this early game. Great steal by Endine. That's more of what you're going to be seeing this afternoon as Faye Endine shown. 2-on-2, great, lovely bounce pass. Stephanie Georgiou. The bag is well and truly open here. They're not refusing these takes. It's a 9-0 lead for Solent with 4 minutes 38 after the first quarter. Got Jepson there looking to find a good route, but as this, when they get into the paint, the defense really sort of forms around Irene. Number 8, Leah Jepson, runs into trouble, gets the foul. That's the first foul of the afternoon. And with that, Coach Stanley and coach for Bristol Flyers make their first changes. With the captain getting the first foul, she's one of the 2 players, along with Balma Bayer, to come off with 3-point shooter Erin Caldwell, and also Coswell checking in number 14, who's guarded here. Lovely turn. Kicks out to the shooter, who has to the inside. Lovely pass. All the pass stick with Bristol, but they're just not getting a clean look. But that might change. That was a really good shot. It had good distance. And Bristol win it back. Bailey overtook that one. They're yet to get a 3-point shot. Anything to go yet. So much for a calm things down. 9-0 with 3 minutes 57 left in the first quarter. Nice screen. Andy finds the open lady, but overhits that pass. It's a Bristol possession. Bristol making another change now with number 6. Alice Matthews coming on for the first time this afternoon. Looking for off-ball movement. Matthews on the ball quite quickly, goes through one. Airballs that shot, and Steffi Jargi catches it before it goes out of play. And then goes left off the screen, goes back the other way, inside the paint. And so get the rebound, fading at the edge of the D. Goes left, lovely pass inside Dorley, off the glass. That's first half glass is missed, but Jargi gets rebound, so really rebounded the ball well. Kicks out to Caldwell, 33% from 3. Almost wedge balls that, but comes with glass, Bristol possession. Marino goes all the way, coast to coast. Lovely shot, highlight play there for the visitors. Marino went coast to coast, did a bit of a spin cycle, disrupted the play. It's 9-2, Team Solent Kestrels. We're now into 2 minutes 45 first quarter. Ending, drives out, passes to Caldwell. Shoots will shoot, and that was a lovely shot by Erin Caldwell. After missing her first, she makes a second. So they have 5 scorers on the. I think what we've seen early on is how Solent Kestrels got a lot of shooters who are really having a good game. In terms of the averages per season so far, Solent have got 4 players averaging 10 or more points per game, as we've seen that they really are efficient on the offensive end. Again, Flyers for him to pass and kicks it out. Just short off the iron. The iron's really unforgiving this afternoon. Fanny really going past Matthews like it's hot knife to butter. And she's fouled, so as the courtside comments say, she'll go to the line, shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line. And here we see the split screen visuals there. Different stories for each team's coach, so they want to get a message across before the end of this quarter. 10-point game, 2 minutes left of the first quarter. Faye splits the free throws. She leads all scores of 4 points. She shot 3 points time. Dorney and Caldwell. Bristol attack down the other end now. A rare 2-pointers short, but Matthews gets it, passes it out to number 32 Moreno, who already on the scoreboard already, kicks it to the right ring. Bit of a travel there, not called. And a rare offensive board for Bristol. Turnaround jumper was good, but just span out. Down to the last 90 seconds. Andy's got the skates on, lies past Sefijaju. They're really crashing the glass this afternoon. Lovely tip pass by Andy. He looks frustrated she didn't get the steal there. I say she's an elite two-way guard and probably MVP candidate already, setting her stall out. Good tip pass again by Faye. She's got possession. Bristol was caught sleeping at the wheel. Coach Stanley would be pleased with that. Faye's already got one triple-double already this season, and we're looking to do it again. Got shooters to the left. She's got it. Jaju inside. Nice steal for Bristol. Moreno's really keeping her team's hopes alive. Fakes a free. Passes down the lane. Glass is really not on Bristol's side, but another steal there. Foul called there. So yeah, Bristol possession. Bristol baseline ball. Lovely steal by Faye Edley. Lovely handles there. Bristol trying to get back to stop her, but that foul's going to be called on Marina, I'm pretty sure. What a steal, but handles, put it round the back, go all the way. Bristol did not want her get into the bucket. So they're not called as a foul. Shooting foul. It's going to be a baseline ball for Solent. 38 seconds. Bowles ball to end in. And this time it will be a trip to the line for Faye, who was fouled while taking a shot. She split her last free throw attempts, and she'll be looking to get more freebies this time around. She splits her trip to the line like she did last time, but Solent get possession, but they lost it with Hall passing it to Moreno's. That's all Bristol are managing at the moment. Marina's doing a bit of everything for her side. And again, you see that Solent really know, but Bristol try and play on the outside, packing the paint, say, go on, take that shot. You're not shooting out at the moment. We don't mind you shooting those threes. 14-point game. Second charge with off for Anna Neverson. Flies on 14 fouls, so it's free. We've got 20.5 seconds left of this first quarter. Flyers possession. Some screens being set there, trying to find the run off ball. Nice pass, 24. Brown goes aside. Pass out of bounds. We have 17.4 seconds when it comes back on the court with Solent hoping to play this last one out. Faye taking the time to get to the front court. 9, 8, 7. Passes off, gets it back, shoots a range. 2 seconds left. Bristol should try and get a shot off at the halfway point. Nice, just hits the rim, but that's your first quarter, folks. What a start for Team Zone Kestrels. Up 16-2 at the end of the first quarter. I'm going to have a quick drink break. We'll see you back shortly in a couple of minutes for the second quarter. Both teams just tortured that first quarter out. Some of the big things to read, digest as we get replays on the way. It's Bristol really struggling for range and trying to live and die by 3-point range. They're 0 for 8 so far. Bailey and Jepson really trying to change that. As the host team, so Kestrels, as I said at the start of the show, top of the show, it's only quite a lot about what Faye Ending does. She's on 4 points, 1 for 6 from field goals, even though they've been quite contested, and a split 2 for 4 from the line, and she is already on 1 rebound, 1 assist, 3 steals. She's picking those pockets, giving Solent more offensive opportunities. I think if I ask Flyers coach, I'll be asking just for a bit quicker ball movement and just be a bit more confident, really. You know, those shots will fall. You sort of few sort of bounce from the iris. They're not bad shots they're taking, it's just low opportunity ones. So back on the court, ready, giving Faye Indy a little breather with Anna Neverson, Christina Falke-Cleve, Coswell, Caldwell, and Tracy Adegoke. The latter having their first appearance this afternoon, and they'll start possession. Flyers having the same 5 as they started the game off with. Adegoke tries a 3. Falke-Cleve with the rebound. Spins around the defender like they were napping. Solent again start the second quarter off quick. Nice pass to Burkett, Jepson inside. Again, you've seen that Solent defense. As soon as you get in the paint, there's 3 of them already trying to steal the ball off you, but all that span out, and Solent swatted that ball away. They're not waiting for the ball to drop. And they're on it, and Bristol need to match that intensity. Shooters out for everywhere there. If Erin was doing it, she was like kick out to Anna. One of those two would have got that shot. Bristol are in trouble. 21-2 early on in the second quarter. Burkett now, guarded by Neverson. Not much options there. Bailey in the corner. Try a bit of off-ball movement. I think that's a bit of travel there. She tried to lob it in from the glass. No go. Lovely handle. Anna Neverson finds Erin Caldwell. White-handed finish. Finds Adegoke. Falke-Cleve. Pass to Neverson. They might just want to calm down. 8 seconds left for shot to get a shot off. 3, 2, 1. Need that shot quickly. No. That would have counted if it was the allotted time, but you have 24 seconds from when you first get possession, get a shot off, or to hit the glass to get your reset the shot clock. Bailey out to the left, and Jepson goes inside into the danger zone, and it's just real not having shooting in the paint. Solent really packing all their defense into the paint. That 3 was a little short, and it's great to see, but the Solent men are coming into the game now. There's more fans watching this great first double-header game between Team Solent Kestrels, Bristol Academy Flyers. Steps back, no shot going, low paint here. Solent defense really on it today. Baseline drive, steps out, off the rim, Solent get the rebound. Sloppy pass. Burkett just thinking, oh gosh, what do I got to do to make a bucket? Such tough defense by Solent. She thinks she might have got a foul there, but Coach Stanley, meanwhile, subs off Coswell, who made that turnover to start the play, and then maybe was involved in that possible foul then. Maybe just give a little bit of a breather. And Nevers off the screen. Nice 2-point jumper. Everyone's eating this afternoon. So 7 shooters on the board already. Coswell and Adegoke, who have been on the floor, not to be on the scoreboard already. That was a nice 3. That's what we want to see Jepson get going. I said at the top of the show, shooting 40% for 3, so you know she's going to get one at some point this afternoon. And there it is. Valky goes inside after rejecting the 3-point shot. Business there. 20-point game, 6 minutes 44 left of the second quarter. So defense hasn't got back in time, but the shot wasn't off, but now he got the rebound. Good quick ball move, as I said he needed. Nice step back three, air ball. Leverson open here. Can't leave her open. That shot bounced off the rim. Game's gone a bit of a frantic pace here. Bristol want to slow that down a bit. Bailey out to Bailey. Great defense by Falky Cleve. Say, look, go inside. Go inside. We're there to stop you. Good defense. And Leverson's all open. This could be scary times for Bristol here. I think they trickle treat's going badly for them so far. Quarter three just long. I think that's the 1 to 10. Oh, good commitment to stay on the ball. Bailey made a bit too much contact with Wardens there. Almost took out Josh Round, the photographer, in the corners down here, doing his highlights tape for his channel. 5 minutes 41 of the second quarter. Played at quite a fast pace, which has suited Solent, who really get everything done. Right, kicks out to Faye Endy, gets her footing right, and the three. You can't let students like her have that time to get their footing right. This is what I'm saying, is Bristol are getting those opportunities. Solent are taking 30 points, 25-point ball game. Nice spin move by Jepson. Fouled. She'll go to line. She's already on 3 points. That's the first free throw attempt of the day for Bristol. Jepson nets that one. She's now on 4 points. The pom-poms trying to put her off, and she's 2 for 2. Still 23-point ball game. So they're getting through the rotations here, letting Fayendine and co have a extended break on the bench. Falky was a hot hands, but missed a 4th attempt in quick succession. She's on 4 points so far for Solent. Nice step out. And step aside, 2-point no good. Great double team by Solent. They kick out to Burkett. Shot missed, but they get the rebound again. Good rebound by Bristol. Good defense by Balmer Bay. Used her body correctly to reach his box out. Irinia, who's unfortunately down. I'm sure she'll be okay. It was just how she was boxed out. It sort of moved her body well, and the player fell head first. But she's up, and she's well. Maybe just need a little breather, and she'll sit off for Hall. And it's a shame because Irinia has been a real bright spot for Bristol. Not much help and real sustained defense was shown under the paint, but she has got some rebounds already and given, especially in that last couple of plays, a few second chance opportunities. Probably a good point to call a timeout. Let one of your key players have an extended breather while no action's going on. It's really good tactics there. It's 23-point ball games. Teams only catches up 30 to Flyers 7. 4 minutes 33 left the second quarter. And that's that little graphic said, join conversation. WNBL such a great lead this season. I did my sort of the rebound show mid-week, and there's so much talent in the league. We've got players who will be part of a national set one day. With Izzy Bunyan for Cardiff, you've got Fendi, who I think really should be in that conversation too. You've got Liv Forster of Ipswich. It's Fatima Jan of London Lions too. He's also part of the talented WNBL roster there. We've seen some of that highlights there from the new camera. I was messaging all the Bradford and Solent boys saying, look, we've got some snazzy cameras out here today. I want to see your dunk game later on. So after this game, stay around for the 6 p.m. second double-header game between TSK Kestrels, Bradford. Both teams looking for their first win of the regular season. Looks like Coach Stanley was in the giving mood, and it was his side that called timeout to be a Solent possession. Solent led by Anna Neville with 7 points. Her 2 trade balls in second quarter just added to the pressure, but this Bristol side must be feeling. Trading 23 points with half a second quarter remaining. Neverson now on the ball. Drives lovely backcourt cut. Highlight play. That's definitely a play that Coach Stanley will draw that either in training or in that timeout. What a play. We'll watch that again in the next break, I'm sure. Again, Flyers try and live and die by the 3. Go inside and kick it back out, but they're being slow with getting a shot off. Got 2 seconds left, shot clock. Shoot from Death Valley. Almost an unconventional bounce off the glass to go in, but no, it's short. And there was so in charge there with travelling violations. It'll be a Bristol ball. And now Faye Indeed comes back and gave Adam Nevers to the break. It's a bit of a pick your poison. The Coach Stanley able to have one of them off at the court at any one time and still be potent. 25-point ball game. Flyers possession. 3 minutes 44 second quarter. Matthews down to Marino, who's been a real bright spot for Flyers. Lovely ball move around the perimeter, but it's all style, no substance at the moment. Lovely 3 from range. Bounce of the line again. Malba by a part of a team defensive performance, really make sure those defensive rebounds are Solent's. Faye ending, that's bread and butter off the glass. Right-handed finish. She is now on 6 points. Bristol holding the ball. Good defense. You see the girls having their hands up cleanly. It's only hardcore founders. 15 Hall there. Kicks out. 5. Emma Bailey, her first points of the game. Wales under 16 star. Still pretty junior herself. Definitely another one to watch. Andy pumps, fakes it. Guys inside. Lovely pass. And then passing it with pace and range. And Falky Cleve lets another one to go. And we're seeing more Itchin Jr. sat on the bench, mounting it on the court with Blanton Cotwell. Looking at some game time now with the score. 27-point difference. Reload, refired. Emma Bailey's feeling hot. She's fighting a comeback. She's leading her team with 6 points. 2 for 2 threes, back-to-back defensive possessions for Flyers. Great rebounding by the US import, but she was fouled in the process. As only a second foul for second quarter, it's been really clean defensive play by both teams. Lovely replays there. Such great to have the talented Solar team with these 9 camera production. As a joint conversation, we've got the comments open on YouTube. Thanks, John Hobbs, for messaging in. It's great to see you're watching this game on others today. And I know you guys will be down here soon for NBL Live, the showcase product from NBL. And use hashtag WNBL 2022-23 to get your thoughts in, because it's definitely a great game. I really enjoy watching these ladies play. We'll have to show this week had Alia from Loughborough, and we had Candela Hamida Nunes, and we also had Eleanor Bishop. The 3 was sort of discussing, but there's real excitement about the WNBL this season. Games are really exciting us. Most of them are quite close. This one aside currently, but it makes a really good game when you've got two talented sides going iron for iron. Flyers back on the court, and with 5 with Matthews, number 6, Jepson 8, who's on 5 points. Emma Bailey, back-to-back threes, giving some resistance, along with Marino and number 15. Oh, but so possession ending now. Needs a bit tighter D on her. She can shoot. Lunt loses the ball. Great steal by Moreno. Goes inside. Shot looked good at Fayendine. Gets rebound. Holds off the resistance to ball handler. Blunt in the corner. She likes that position. Bounces just short. Good rebound by Jepson. Jepson on 5 points already. One of the leaders. Scorers for this Flyer side. Good defense by Solent. 10 on the shot clock. Great steal by number 7 late. Ending was slowed down. We've got 1 minute 20 left of this first half. Should go alone. Oh no, she passed out. Lovely kick out. Tip past. Nice perimeter passing. Shot slightly long. Great rebounded by Hull in low paint. Jepson brings it out, finds Bailey. She demands being guarded. She's already got back-to-back threes in the last 2 possessions for Bristol. Inside Jepson. Bank not forgiving them at the moment. Dorney, gold waves, kicks out to the right. Lovely bucket. We got 30 seconds left off the first half. Solent have 8 shooters in the game. Foul called there. I think that foul might go on Fayendine, number 6. We'll just have to wait and see what the ref says. No, it's on Dorney after a second foul off the game. And with that, she might come off with the subs. No, she stays on. It's only me and the Gojo Colt. Oh well. Yep. After a little bit of confusion, number 10, Dorney, who's just got her second foul, sits off what will likely be the last session with 20.6 seconds left. Good. Eight 2 for Flyers here with a 4-shot game clock differential. Burkett, 10 seconds that shot off. Makes her own shot. Ending with a rebound. Jump ball is only staying with the Flyers. They have 9 seconds to get a shot off. 27-point ball game. They get the pass to go. Nice shot from the corner. And he might have time to get a shot at court. No. So Jepson got that 3 off. And it's half time. His team Solent Kestrels up 40 to Bristol Academy Flyers 16. And then Everson and Christina Falke lead all. Solent shoots on 7, but as I said, 8 players who have already made buckets this afternoon as everyone's sharing the load. But meanwhile, Bristol Flyers, they've got Jepson leading with 8 points, Emma Bailey on 6, and Marino with that first 2 for Flyers. Now we've got the cheerleaders on entertaining the fans here, as we see. The SSC slowly filling up because it's not the only game here this afternoon. After this one, it's the men's WNBL1 clash between Team Solent Kestrels and Grand Drags, both teams search for their first regular season win. Right guys, time to put your kettles on, get your half-time break. Message in comments what you think each team needs to do differently in the second half. And we'll be back shortly for the second half. Wow, we're just about to start. Less than a minute now to the second half. You see the teams geeing themselves up. Wow, what a first half. I just had Josh Round up here. We were just talking about it. We were talking about Faye Endine, just how such a great talent she is. You know, it's really tough for Bristol stuff. Like you think she'll go to the glass, but she finds that high IQ pass or the corner outlet. And, you know, all the girls are eating today. 8 scores already. With Steffi Judge with 4 points, Balmabai on 2, but you've got the Faye Endine and Paulwell on 6, Felge Clean Levinson on 7, Dawdy on 5. It's really everyone's eating today for Solent. Meanwhile, Bristol Flyers, 3 players really contribute strong. Marina got the first bucket. It really looked like she was the go-getter for Flyers, but then the usual suspects are Jepson and Bailey chipping in with 14 points, but it's 40 to Solent, 16 to Bristol Flyers. It's a long hill for Flyers to come back and get back into this game, but they will give it their all, I've no doubt. And in lovely 1-2, Dawdy. Again, she'll lovely pass. Speed of a devil, Faye Endine, mastermind. And I say, just look at the stats quickly. You know, Falcon Cleave, 7 points of 3 to 4 shooting. She's on fire, but she's also got 5 rebounds, 4 assists. She's doing a little bit of everything. Good defense by Solent, but it's going to be that sideline ball. Lovely pickpocket by Anna Levinson. Keeps the ball under control. 8v8 here. Falcon Cleave quickly brushes off any defense. Nice 1-2 by Endine. Here, she'll find nice move off the screen. Could go away. Yep, Balmabai should have handled that a little bit better. Nice turn to shoot. Normally would get that one. What a great pickup, Balmabai from Ipswich. Really adds that physicality in the paint. Good defense by Solent. Clock ticking down. Jepson finds the corner shooter. And nice rebounding. It's good to see Irania back on court after she fell and hit her head in the first half. It's good to see she's back on court playing. Nice off ball movement. Levinson round the screen. Shoots from the line. And again, that rim is not forgiven on that end of the court. Bristol had a lot of problems in the first half getting their shots to go. Nice shot, just a little bit undercooked there. Every time Faye Endine this ball, there's a big cheer from so lovely spin move. Also, what I noticed in the first half of Faye Endine, she's such a perfectionist. You see when she had the tip pass out play, she was showing signs of frustration, like, I should have held on to that. But lovely shot there by Jepson, but just slightly didn't get that one off. Lovely replay there, Faye Endine. She's on 8 points, leading all scorers, tied with Jepson. Fly to 10, but they still got a big hill to climb, 24-point game. Falcon Cleave, lovely shrug for defender. Unlucky there, a few loose hands, but it's only a Bristol ball. Kate Bailey just gets some advice off the bench. I spoke to her before this game, and we were just talking about expectations, and expectations are high for the season. Yes, they've lost a few, but they have a lot of talented players, have our sights set higher than last season's 8th place finish. We're coached down, it's a new change for them. We have a new feel, new style of play. Want to iron out those creases, there's no stopping us. Those who followed her and her team last season will know that she was out injured for half the season, so I was really keen to see how she did on feeling healthy. And she started to get back into it after taking half the season out. It's been tough, but as a team, she's thrilled to be back with the team again. And she's there again, getting involved. You see she's not scared getting involved in the action there, fighting off Falcon Cleave. In the gantry, it's not fully clear, but it sounds like Shilly's trying to get some new chants out, inspire the fans to be a little bit louder. There's about a third full here at the SSC, and that's with fans here to watch both games here at the SSC. The men's game that follows this on the Basketball England YouTube channel means it's going to be an exciting day here on the South Coast. Jepson makes the first one from the line. She's on 9 points. In the games versus Solent last year, Jepson got 13 here on South Coast in January, and the October game led her team with 19 points, but it just wasn't enough with a 9-point loss. Falcon Cleave tried to get her players where she wants some nice perimeter passing. This looks like a set practice and led by Falcon Cleave as she goes inside, kicks out to Andy. Lovely movement, a bit of a swivel play there. Yeah, she wants more movement. Baseline 2, bounces out. You just see how the captain, Falcon Cleave, number 8 there, just rallies her troops. She knows the sets here more than most, but with Coach Stanley, there's obviously a few different plays from last season for CJ Lee. Bailey couldn't get that one to go with 2 threes to her name already. Dorney on so much pace, find Andy, lovely fake. Kissed it off the glass. Valbaye fouled on the shot by number 7. That's Iranya's second foul for the afternoon. It's 44-21. Halfway through the third quarter, Erin Coldwell will come on for Adam Everson. 1 3-point shooter off, 1 3-point shooter 1. That's for the continuity there. Thank you to everyone messaging in. Janice Marino supporting the sister out of Fly. She came back from a 5-day World Cup qualifiers tournament in netball a few days before. She's on fire. That is very true. She really had the dust in her wins for the first quarter. Charlie says hi from the front row. Yes, Charlie, it's great to see you. I see you in your Dallas Mavericks kit. And Timothy Fality, apologies if I... Terry Tope, Fantasy, sorry if I got the name wrong. Solent are flying, yes they are indeed. And Brandon, we love that you're loving the coverage. Jetson here against Andy. This is about what I was wanting to see. Nice pass inside. Flies an optional wing. Overcooked that. That's more burnt by toast. I tried cooking up this morning. Andy and Jarji splits defense open, hits that shot, and Emma Bailey on 6 points will bring the ball out. Nicely flies filling the lanes here. They should try and get a 3-point shot off. Yes, she does it herself. Off the glass. Wow, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's her third 3 of the afternoon. Again, Falcon Cleave trying to help the youngsters really get positions. -1 or 2, this is pretty much an academy side. Andy, free! Drops the bomb there. As soon as she released that, you just know that was going in. Double digits for the MVP candidate. Oh, I thought Dawn was going to get that pass there. Nice one, Moreno. We're just saying how she's on fire. She had double team, went through them, and got her shot off. She's on 4 points now. And frantic pace so go up the other end. They're not giving me any respite here on the comms. Nice bounce pass. Yeah, no. I thought that was a clean block there. But they say home court ref, so Iranya's third foul of the afternoon. That's real unfortunate for Flyers, who maybe don't have as much Premier depth in that position. Timeout called, but we'll come back to the free throw. Watch that free go. Wow. That was one for the hoop cab. Faye ending, as we just saw the highlights, 11 points, 4 for 10 from the field, 1 for 3 from range. And she does a bit of everything, as we already know that. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. But it's Falky Clee that's really impressed me. Things you don't see on the stat sheet. You look at her body language, you look at her, she's leading her team on the court. You know, she's telling the guys where they need to be, really helping that ball movement and really helping so to keep a 23-point game. But Ray can see her influence, it is obvious. 19 minutes on court, 7 points, 50% field goal, 40% from 2, made her only 3. And 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Captain's leading it for Solent. And Marino is having that influence for the visitors. In terms of players who've been on the court a lot, she has the best plus minus and -10, but she's also been reasonably efficient with her shot. 4 points, 2 to 6 shooting, coupled with 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. A reasonable two-way display, all things considering. Steffi Jargius the line. Overcooked that one, bounced out. And as we said, with Irania on 3 fouls, Hall comes on. But fans of the WL might recognise that, oh, they ending here. Kick to the Coldwell. Pick your poison time. Ending closely guards him with reason. Spins inside to Jarju. High IQ passing. And Bailey 9 points against Faye Endy. Shooters on guard shooters. The screen worked there. He kicked out. Nice pass to the corner. Ending gets a rebound. And I think she was fouled in the process. So I was just saying, fans of WBL might recognise Layla Hall. She was one of the, I believe she was second signing for Gloucester Queens. She made 19 appearances in WBL. And by Jay Marriott, the CEO of the Queens, he decides a real good shot blocker, good shooting range for someone of her size. And even though there's no Queens this season, there's definitely a lot of Queens in the NBL. So they've gone a little bit quiet on the shooting end, but still have a really good 5-point lead. For 3, it's 15 left off the third quarter. Dawley keeps the ball there. Kicks out the foul, Cleaves, loads one up. That plum didn't go down, but Faye Indy now the ball. Goes inside, floater, bread and butter, nothing but net. This now is on fire, 13 points. And with Irania off court, there's going to be another turnover. Bounce pass to Ending. Nice finish there. I think Haas coach will be calling a timeout soon. As I say, with forward out, I think we're going to see some of Solent's third rotation forwards come on. A bit of agitation from the crowd who weren't really happy with that call. That's Steffi Judge's third foul. Falcon Cleveland Dorney, two most experienced players on the court, come on for late, and number 14, Cothwell. As I say, minus sort of Falcon Cleve, Dorney, and Valby. This is essentially literally a college team, and I've had the honour of watching these girls at WNBL action, and they're all stars. Lovely pass by Andy. Unfortunately, Steffi Judge was on a slightly different wavelength there, couldn't control it, but we're seeing full calibre phase play both ends this afternoon. We're approaching the end of the game, and the Solent Kestrel men's heading back in changes, get ready because their game follows this one with 1 minute 53 left of the third quarter. We're approaching the end game. Both teams pretty much made out of youngsters themselves. It's great to see these girls getting the premier semi-pro experience in D1. Jepson comes off full floor. She has earned a little rest as she and Bailey lead Bristol 9 points. Burkett hands off to Matthews. Nice pass to Brown. Burkett in a bit of trouble, almost had a double team on her. Kicks out Matthews. Buzzer expires. Good defense by Solent. Coach Stanley's like, come on guys, you need to be a bit quick for that call. They were still playing after the buzzer. I see the Kestrels guys in the studio opposite of me, where you have that big scouting hub. Usually last season Matt Diamond would be getting the prep ready, but Coach Stanley's on coach duties now, so scouting will have to hold fire for a bit. And I hope boys got the widescreen on and listen to this game, because it's a great game here. Bristol get the ball over before committing a violation. Good defense by Cotswold. That's still fight. It's ending. Ball went out of bounds, they're still playing on. So lucky they still have possession. Not great calls by ref. Good steal by Morella. Pocket rocket, and she has fouled there. And as her sister was saying, she has fouled the netball qualifier. So the amount of energy on her is immense. So we're down to the last minute of the third quarter. Games you play at such a pace. Our little score graphic time is slightly behind. But yeah, we're down to 53 seconds of this third quarter. Solent inline ball. Ending lovely pass in Judge under the hoop. She's on 8 points now. 35 seconds left of third quarter here. Good defense by Ending, forces a turnover, they win it back. Travel called. And I'm seeing BBL former star Jordan Whelan walk into the SSC. Him and the Bradford Dragons are on next for the men as both teams search for their first regular season NBL dub. So shot clock's been turned off with 22 seconds left of the penultimate quarter, apologies. 57-26. Nice 1-2, almost goes off. Bit of lack of concentration from Cotswold, the youngster. And with Solent 5 team fouls, Brown will go to the line. round yet to get a bucket. We'll get a second chance for the 3-3. We're down to the last 8.9 seconds of the third quarter. Pom-Pom's trying to put her off here. Just her first point of the afternoon. Faye ending on board. She's only going to try to get a shot off with 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1 passage. And the Dote buzzer expires. That's your lot for the third quarter, folks. Let me know what you guys think. Score is 57-26, 31-point game. Have a quick break and I'll be back to a bit of the box score breakdowns as we approach the final quarter, the first of the double-header games this afternoon. Very apt choice of song being played in the arena. Such a good feeling with teams so Kestrels on the scoreboards have been adjusted following that last free throws. It is 57-27. Faye ending leads all scores on 15 points. The resistance from Bristol County Flyers is being seen. It's 9 points from Bailey and Jepson, but it's not enough as they're 30 points behind as we into the last quarter. And we're just playing some of the replays from the first few quarters there. Barset Town getting some good use there. Great work by Sonar. And again, if you're new to the channel, Basketball England is a home hub for Basketball England competitions. That includes NBL, WNBL and National Cup games. I believe there is a National Cup game in the Ladies tomorrow. I believe involving Ipswich and University of East Anglia. In terms of National Cup, Team Kestrels is yet to play a game and looking to go on better as they were upset by Stockport Lapwings in the final. What a great comeback from the champions now. They're in action today, trying to defend the crown. A young 5 on the floor, with Erin Caldwell, Faye ending, number 14 Cotwell and Tracy Adedoke as the starting 5, along with late number 7. And Caldwell's fouled and she'll get her chance to shoot line. So the score is 58-27 in favour of the hosts, 31-point game. Emma Bailey on 9 points here on the ball for Flyers, going, driving at the defence. Faye ending gets a steal and it's 2-on-1 break with Caldwell to the left, fakes the pass. Off the glass, that's bread and butter for Faye ending. Again, asking too many questions in defence, they couldn't answer. She was like, well, I'll take my bucket to go. Nice pass aside, great to see number 7 Aranya back on the court after a 3 foul and a little bit of injury problem she had. Gets the rebound. And the rebound again, so need to get the ball back here. Kicks out to 12. And they will get the defensive ball eventually for Solent. Nice screen. Goes the other way. Bit of contact, probably a foul, possibly, but Caldwell off the glass. The lefty doing a bit of everything. Kate Bailey down the right to Jepson. Spins it, makes the extra step, airballs it, just hits the wrong side of the net. There's ovations from the bench and from the fans. Fayendine takes a break. With fellow itching Star Blunt coming on. Goes down the left. A lot of support on the blind side here. Don't leave Tolden that much space. Goes round the screen. Top of the arc. Nice fake right to left. Kicks out the Blunt. Bounce past Caldwell. 5 seconds to get shot off. Cartel spins in the paint. Big lady moves, but that bounce just off the rim. It's great to see so many fans in the house actually tuned into the coverage here. They obviously want to see the basket come and hear what's going on. Jets will miss her first chance to double digits, but she'll get another chance now from the line. Second was good as she leads her team with 10 points. Essentially what we've got is the bench on with no starters on the court for Solent, but they're still churning out the numbers, extending the lead. It's a sight to see. Coach Stanley will be very happy. Now there's a first start. So first introduction for number 13, Parker, who comes on for late number 7. Erin Cole missed her first free throw. She is as well as on 10 points. She's had a great afternoon off the bench. She splits the free throws. We're now 64-28, 36-point game. That pass was missing a receiver there. Bailey gets back and tries again. This time it sticks and they get the rebound with Bailey here. Takes a shot from range. Again, just sort of left of the rim. Blunt coming down the end with speed. So almost run out of ideas as that little much of a garbage action, and Cottrell gets fouled there. Almost an and-one play, but it just bounces out instead of in. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 and hopefully get on the score chart too. So just need 4 players, but are all on the court at the moment to get buckets, and every player who's been on the court has scored. And it's definitely been a team performance, that's for sure. Overtook the first free throw, but she'll get a second chance here. And she's on the board. That's her first point of the afternoon. Timeout called. With 7 minutes 9 left of the game. 64-28 in favour of our host team. So Kestrels looking to go 4-0 and keep that top of table spot warm. Not much has changed in the box scores. Say Fayendine taking an extended break on the bench after a 25-minute cameos, 17 points of 50% field goal percentage with 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. As a Falcons leaves, kind of player was stuck out for me with 7 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 13 efficiency from even slender cameo 20 minutes really hasn't been needed, as the coach Stanley be able to go through the rotation, give some players needed minutes to get up to speed with his tactics and style of play. And for the visitors, I said before how number 7, Veronica Rania, has impressed me. She's got 11 rebounds, which is quite a feat considering how stringent Solent have been under the paint. In terms of having 3 players within the paint guarding those rebounds is good IQ thinking of Emily Bailey. Ran into traffic right by the edge of the court, but bounced it off Solent to keep possession of his inline ball. Right, 18 seconds left for a shot clock. Burke gets the ball back from Bailey inside Veronica. Kicks it out to Jepson. Good steal, but fouls given away as Solent. So Solent possession. That's the 5th foul for Irania, who I was just praising moments ago. She's now got 5 fouls, and that's the last we'll see of her this afternoon. She was disappointed, and it's not just on a personal, but at a team level, they just not hit what they wanted to this afternoon. Lovely pass, beat the trap, and then Goki is fouled. She'll go to the line, and then there's another play to get points on the board. There's all but 3 players that be on the floor this afternoon have contributed to the scoreline. I think someone needs to fill up Coach Stanley's water bottle. He's got another game after this one. Looks like he's drinking on dregs. Adegoke's got the first point, so we just need number 12 and 13 to get some points. When every Solent player's got a contribution in the scoring for this afternoon. Not enough time, 6 minutes 50, and I don't see any of the starters looking like they're about to go on the court. They're enjoying the rest, cheering on the defensive chance. Nice little reach by Adegoke. Didn't get the steal, but probably put the player off there. Bristol tried to try a high press there, but Solent just passed their way out of it. Neverson inside to Jarji, pass it to Adegoke at the elbow. Lovely passing. Blunt inside, drives at the defense. Off the glass! Come on, Parker. That's just the last one left to get on the score sheet for Team Solent Kestrels. Che Parker's on visuals just there. There's only player left for Team Solent Kestrels not to contribute to the scoreline. Right, Matthews will bring the ball out for Flyers, guarded by Blunt. Passes out to Burkett. Jepson here on the ball. She's leading her side, 10 points. Needs to get something to go. 8-7. Bit of a travel, but gets the ball back. Nice move by Moreno. Kicks out to Burkett. Oh, good defense by Solent. But great energy by Flyers there to keep the ball going. And he got off a good shot, but unlucky this time. We got 5 minutes 49 left. It's a 31-point game. Team Solent Kestrels in cruise mode. Now in contrast to fate to the men, scores stand. They'll go 4-0 and their men are over 2. Nice 1-2. She Neverson and Steffi Jarji. Neverson finds Jarji, drives aside. Tip pass. Parker keeps it in, but gives it away to Moreno. 2-3 break, but she's done all the way. Nice rebound in there by the young buck. Lovely pass too. Assist to Steffi Jarji. Lovely pass by Parker. 5 minutes left, 71-28 to Solent. But, oh, I think that was a harsh travel call there. I felt Burkett did everything right then. Almost had a clear lane to the basket. And Everson on the ball now. Parker 3. Ooh, foul there. Burkett showed too much for South Parker. And because it's the team fouls. Okay, I don't think they realised that team foul territory. Oh, they have now. They literally put a sideline ball, but as I said, there were 5 team fouls. So Parker goes to the line. If she makes this, every Team Solent Kestrel player on the court has a bucket. And she gets up first time trying, and everyone in the SSC understands significance. Team performance, team contribution, scoring. Bounce out, nice rebound at Adegoke. Finds Parker, wasn't ready for it. Nice steal, Marino, so a 3-on-2 break. Jepson slows down, fish shot there, Matthews there. I wish I'd hear what the cheerleaders are singing. They definitely got some chants pre-made. It's not just your usual defense hustle was. Lovely passing. Blunt in the corner. Jarju catches the rebound. Lovely pass out of Goke. Off the glass. Jarju triple teamed. Not going to get anything this time around. 4 minutes, 26 left of the game. Solent very commanded 72-28 lead. 43-point game. Finds that pass made it inside. Neverson with a rebound. She's letting her teammate take that one. Good. Neverson go all the way here. Down in the corner. Nice pass to Sefi Jarju. Rim not forgiven on this end of the court this afternoon as that one didn't go. So I'm still trying to make out what the cheerleaders say. They've got a few chants going, and it's definitely helping the fans keep that energy up. Elias look devoid of energy now as they commit another foul there. They've worked hard, but Solent running ragged. Timeout called by Coach Stanley. 3 minutes left off of the last quarter of this game. Team Solent Kestrels up 72 to Bristol Flyers 28. When we go back, it'll be a shot to line. Moreno is now on 4 fouls. She's got 1 left before she has to settle the rest of the game. So running down the number chart in terms of the scorers, Sefi Jarju is on 10. Number 5, Balmer Baye, 4 points. Fayendi 17. Late on 3. Velky Cleve 7, along with Neverson and Dorney. While Eric Cole's leader bench with 11 points, while the third rotation of Blunt, Parker, Totwood, and Agoke have got 1 or 2 between them. Lovely camera angles here. Even though the game is pretty much over, still really important to get those messages across. We're such in the early part of the season, just getting that team chemistry built up, making sure tighten up those defense and offense. And Everson from the line. She's on 7 points already this afternoon. Makes the first. And she makes the second. Very efficient shooter from her this afternoon. It's almost a 50-point game here. Flyers playing for pride in this last 3 minutes 26. I think there's shut them out. Defense shut them out. It's what the cheerleaders are chanting from the corner. Nice shot by Matthews. Bounces out. And the Barses shut them out that time. Nice pass by Solent. Inside Balmer by Ace. Nice little turnaround shot. Charge's rebound's been excellent as she gets another board. Neverson pass to Sargi, who found another rebound for her. Such strong arms, hit the shot off as soon as she caught the ball. What a performance she's had. Very underrated performance in terms of limited minutes and 15 minutes of play. She's got 10 points off 5-7 shooting with 6 rebounds, 4 from offensive end, which we've just seen there demonstrate her prowess with 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. So it looked like they got all the pieces for a very successful season as they run the clock down now. Blunt in the corner, screen set by Vice. She'll go inside. Nice bounce pass. Matthews just about reclaims it, but promising signs are so that look like they've gone to 4-0. Great defense by Blunt. Pass at speed now to Morales. Spins one way, spins the other. Crashes the ball off the glass, but the bank says it's closed this afternoon. Steffi Jargi, baseline, decides not to drive and kicks out. So they've got 7 seconds at the shot off. Nice drive by Parker. Doesn't let a shot to go. Good rebounding then by Hall, who's had to play extended minutes with Ewanya be fouled out early in the third. Nice screen. Allows Jepson to make the deep 2. She's on 12 points now. So just passing it well. Nice float off the glass. Overhit. Blunt tries to sort of swipe it back to her, but Flyers will cut up this end with now in the final minute left. Nice movement and finish. That was cool by Emma Bailey. She's now on 11 points. So run the clock down. Nice bit of defense. And a second time of asking Emma Bailey with the steal. Cross-court pass to Jepson. So eventually at the rebound, if not a bit sloppy, the full-court pass whacked Steffi Jargi in the back of the head. She didn't know much about that. She looks okay as she gets back to defensive end. 30 seconds now with a 7-second shot clock differentiation between game clock. Nice spin. Kicks out the winner. Lovely pass. That's out of the Flyer plate. Look. Very short 3. They're definitely tired now. You can see that. Every missed shot probably adds an extra ounce of fatigue to them. As Solent just bounced the ball with 1 second left. A mammoth 42-point game. Team Solent Kestrels 74. Bristol Academy Flyers 32. Team Solent Kestrels stay on top. Depending on how other teams get on point differential, they should still be in first place off this big win and go 4-0. Yeah, as you see, yeah, Mabel play. We know you're 4-0. We love that celebration. And Bristol Academy Flyers still look for their first win. I think, oh, here comes the cheerleaders. And the players now just in their formal thanking each other. Do a bit of sportsmanship. Everyone's played their part in this game. And unfortunately, there has to be a loser, but Bristol County Flyers will try and move on from this one and go again next weekend. I say I'm going to head down courtside. I believe we'll probably get a post-game interview. If not, catch me again later on Basketball England's YouTube channel for the second in the doubleheader for Team Solent Kestrels men take on Bradford Dragons. Both teams for their first regular season win. Hopefully, stay here in about 2 or 3 minutes time. I'll be courtside with players with a post-game interview.
Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. You're a great crowd for the first game of today's doubleheader. 6 o'clock, the next game starts. Team Solent Kestrels taking on Bradford Dragons. I do need to ask everybody to please clear the sports hall. I could please ask all the spectators to clear the sport, please. We need everybody to clear the hall as quickly as you can. Pick up a ticket from the front desk. And then you can come back and take your seats. Thank you very much indeed. So that's all spectators, whether you're a player, have a different team in the club, whether you're a parent or whatever, and we need all supporters to please clear the sports hall. Thank you very much indeed.
Let me speak to them, otherwise we just speak. Well,
Speak to you then.
Yeah, speak
okay.
to We had this new camera and it was good, but you missed the corner freeze. Hello, good afternoon. What a game, especially for the Solent Kestrels family at home. I'm sure you loved that and enjoyed that. For me, I had to pick a post-game interview. It was so hard, so many top performances, but I'm joined here by Christina, team captain. First, what I've got to point out is that when I was watching you play, I noticed you're like a leader on the court. You're getting your girls in position. I think the things you're doing about Arch Statable really helped that ball movement. How was it for you playing that game? What are some of the things you guys learned from that game?
Yeah, it was great to play, especially at home. We always like to play at home, and we have a bigger crowd now, which is always great. Thank you for coming. It's really nice to play. I feel like because I'm a bit more experienced, that's my role to help the younger ones, to lead them a bit. So I'm really glad you noticed that. And yeah, that's my role for this year, to just help guide them a bit and help them out whenever I can.
Definitely, and I think if
Yeah.
I'm watching, yes, that definitely helped. It sped up the movement, opened spacing,
Yeah.
and there was some real key performances. I love how you rebounded it. Was
Yeah.
that real conscious effort? Because they had some really good bigs, 7 who got fouled out. Was it real conscious effort to really sort of have that 3-man sort of press?
Yeah. Before the game talk, it was one of the key points to rebound and make sure we box out. So that's what we worked on, and it worked well. So yeah.
Definitely. I know before the game you sort of helped me with a bit of my content. We were sort of saying how it's been crazy, obviously personally and on the court. How does it feel? Do you feel like we're seeing the end product soon, or do you feel like you could go another few years?
Yes, we're definitely still working on our game, and because we're quite young and a bit new, and our coach is new after all these years, we got a lot of potential. We have to fulfill them and then hope for the best, yeah.
Indeed, and that was a great performance, great win. I'm sure you'll be thinking about cheering on the men, and I'll let you go. There's a lot to the next day. Thank you, all the best. 4-0, well done.
Thank you very much. Bye.
That's great. Obviously, stay around for Basketball, the YouTube channel. We'll be back again in a bit for the men's game. Stay safe and see you soon.
Lovely.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.